Then you begin to lose freedoms, you begin to become isolated and controlled, and by the time you know it, sort of like a lobster in a pot of boiling water, you don't know what's happening until you're already stuck.
Shelter Movers, a Canadian volunteer-driven organization offering free moving and storage services to women and their children fleeing violence, have announced the launch of the Power in Every Move campaign as part of their 12 days of activism to end violence against women.
1 in 3 Canadian women experiences intimate partner violence in her lifetime. It affects men as well. It affects folks in the LGBTQ community as well. It's far too common.
Amy Kauffman is a survivor of intimate partner violence and activist.
Everyone knows that just in regular times, moving is incredibly stressful. Imagine moving when you're fleeing for your life. You have children. You're concerned for your safety while you're packing.
Since its launch in 2020, Shelter Movers, or Transit Secours, in the Montreal region have completed more than 700 moves for survivors in their transition to safety. With this announcement, they partnered with CN to double donations until December 31st.
This campaign basically raised the awareness that the work that we're doing as an organization is not possible without the community. We're talking about 1 woman in 5 in Montreal who are experiencing gender-based violence. 1 in 5 is a lot.
And Nathalie Jean-Charles said, like many organizations, more help is needed, calling on volunteers to help with moving, driving, administrative, and helping online. A 2022 study from the University of Sherbrooke revealed that 17.5% of women in Quebec report having experienced intimate partner violence. Kauffman says survivors have told her that at some shelters, waiting lists can last up to 18 months.
All of these organizations mean really well, but they're underfunded and understaffed because this is a much bigger issue than we would like to admit. I was able to stay safe. I was able to rebuild my life, and the average person leaving doesn't have access to all of that. So there need to be services. There needs to be access to justice. Victims are often left in the dark.
They say more volunteers and donations are needed. Despite some government support, they hope more can be done.
When the abuser is about to strangle them, it's probably the next step is that they'll probably be killed. So if you feel that you're in a situation where you have been strangled already, well, be aware, because next time maybe you won't be alive.
In Montreal, Tehosterihens Deer, City News.